What's up everyone, Carter here, and as you know, I'm going to document the whole process as I go thrift shopping today. I'm going to show you guys what items I find, what I buy them for, and what I plan to resell them for back on Amazon. Now, as you guys know, there is a lot of time and money and traveling that goes into creating these videos. All I ask is if you please just smash that like button and let's go ahead and get right into the video. So right when you walk in these Goodwills, there's just a lot of stuff that's available to purchase. But as an Amazon reseller, you really need to focus on the sections that are going to be most profitable for you. Now, this specific Austin, Texas Goodwill had a Computers Works area. Now, not every Goodwill has this, but in there, there's just a bunch of obviously computer-related items, parts. Obviously, like I just showed right there, some video game consoles. I personally did not find anything in here this time. But there's just a bunch of really cool items in there. It's definitely worth checking out if your Goodwill has one. I personally didn't find anything, but right here, they had a really nice section of DVD players, VCRs, CD changers. There's a ton of money to be made with these items. They're always worth a good search. I highly recommend if you find some at your Goodwill, give them a quick search and see what they're worth. Then we came to my favorite section, which is the book section. I actually found some really nice books here. I'll go ahead and show them later on in this video. But I mean, they've got CDs, DVDs. I mainly focus on books. The reason I love books is that I can buy them for so cheap. And usually they fetch some really nice prices. Obviously, they had a nice little children's book section. There's a lot of money, surprisingly, to be made with children's books. A lot of them are out of date. You know, they're no longer being mass produced. So definitely check them out. Then we come over here. You can see there's some religion and self-help. I really like this Goodwill because they actually categorize the books. Business and politics, just a bunch of categories. So I was able to target the most profitable nonfiction books and scan those first. So right here, I have an example of how you can research a book. So obviously the easiest way is to just scan the barcode of the book. If it doesn't have a barcode on the book, you can actually scan the front cover using the Amazon Seller app. If it doesn't have the front cover or the barcode, you can usually open the book to maybe the first or second page. All you have to do is find the ISBN number. Take that ISBN number and then type in that ISBN number back onto Amazon. So I just got back in the car. We did extremely well at that Goodwill. We picked up about 5 books, a Wii game, a controller, then an electronic. I'm about to show you what I bought them for and what I plan to sell them for. So the first thing we got, one second, let me pull up my screenshots real quick, is this Wii board. It's obviously used condition. It's a little bit dirty, so I can definitely clean it up. But right now, the lowest FBA offer is $85, but there's also some merchant fulfilled for like $49. So I'm thinking I can probably get anywhere from $50 to $60 for this, and I paid around $6. So that's a pretty good flip. It's a bigger unit too, but I mean, these has a pretty good sales rank, so it should sell pretty quickly. Next, we got this Zelda Wii game. Also, when it comes to like buying video games, make sure you open the case and make sure the game is actually in there before you buy it. I've made that mistake before where I buy the game and then someone actually snatched the disc. So I got that for, I think I get all the video games for like $4. I don't really remember what I paid. But this should sell anywhere from probably $30 to $35 used condition. Then we got this controller. This is a pretty cool find. This is like collector stuff. Like I love finding this stuff, Nintendo. So I paid $6 for this, a little more than I would have expected them to price it. But still, first off, it's a really cool piece. But I mean, I'm also going to be able to get probably $25 to $30 for that. And that should be a fairly quick sale. Now, the last couple of items we got were books. I love books. You can get them for just absolutely dirt cheap. I think for all the paperbacks, I paid $2 a piece. And then for the hardcovers, I paid $4 a piece, unless they had a different price tag on them. But usually it's around $4 for at Goodwill's for the hardbacks. It's a little bit more than I usually like to pay for books. But once you see the prices I'm selling these for, it's going to be an absolute no-brainer. So the first book is this Abandoned But Not Forsaken. I believe this is a religion book. So I got this around $2. So this will sell for around $34 to $40 on Amazon used condition. The sales rank is a little high, which means it's probably going to take a little while to sit. But I mean, something super small like this is going to cost pennies on the dollar per month to store, like maybe 5 cents a month. So even if it takes a couple months to a year to sell, I mean, $2 into $40, I'll take that all day long. This next book, another smaller book, paperback. $2. The Crystal Bible, once again, another religion-related book. So this one's going for around anywhere from 16 to 20. I'd probably sell this for around $20 because there's no FBA offers at the moment. This will also be a very quick sale because it has 800,000 sales ranking books. So I expect to sell this very, very quickly. Once again, $2 and $20. I'll take that all day long. Next book is Cutting the Ties That Bind. I'm not really sure what this is about. It's always about psychology, as you can see right there. So paid $2 for this. This is a really good find. So it has a FBA offer for $50, and then the lowest offer is like $25. So I'm thinking I could probably get anywhere from $30 to $35 easily for this book. So once again, paid $2. Has an amazing sales rank, 688,000. So I would suspect to sell this, goodness, probably very, very quickly. So these last two books were two of the best books we found. Let me pull up the screenshots. So the first one we got was this Adolescence Development During Global Areas. I think I paid around $4 a piece. So this one, the lowest used condition is $80. And then the second, or the other lowest offer is Merchant Fulfilled, around $37. So I'd say this is easily a $40 to $50 book. Once again, $4 into $40. I'll take that all day long. And this was the best find by far, Mastering Modern Psychological Testing. So this book, currently the lowest used price is $67. The lowest FBA price is around $90. So I'm suspecting I can probably get $75 to maybe even $80 for this book alone. And once again, it has another amazing sales rate, around 900,000 in books, so it should sell pretty quickly as well. So I know a lot of you are probably going to be interested in reselling books on Amazon, and I just want to give one piece of advice to you that helped me tremendously when I first started reselling books on Amazon, but it's to target certain genres or certain categories of books. What I mean by this is I kind of included some clips earlier, but I mean, there's hundreds of books across a bunch of different subjects, some nonfiction and some fiction. Now, when it comes to reselling books on Amazon, nonfiction is going to be the category for you. That's where the big money is. Unfortunately, with fiction, most of the books are mass produced. There's thousands and thousands of copies available, which means they're probably often found or often resold, which means the price is a lot lower. Now, when it comes to the nonfiction books, they're most likely no longer mass produced, or they weren't ever mass produced. Depending on the subject, people are willing to pay a premium. So I kind of include some of the titles in one of the clips earlier in this video, but I mean religion, textbooks, health, wealth, those kind of self-help books that are in that nonfiction category. Those are where we're gonna be able to get the best profits. So just got back inside from that Salvation Army and did a lot better than I expected. So I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items, 6 books, 1 audio book. So I did a lot better than I actually expected. So I'll put some pictures and videos. But when I first walked in there, the amount of books they had was about a third of the size of that last Goodwill I went to. So I kind of walked in, I was like, you know what, I don't really think I'm gonna find much, but man, I was wrong. So I kind of want to break down exactly what I found. So I think I spent like $22 total, I believe. All the hardbacks, so I had 1, 2, 3, 4 hardbacks were all $2.99 a piece. The paperbacks were $1.99, and then the audiobook was $2.99. So found some really cool items I'm going to show you real quick. So the first is a cooking book. Cookbooks usually, for the most part, aren't really worth any money, but eventually you stumble across one that's worth a really good amount of money. I don't know who this dude is. So pick this up for $2.99. This will sell for probably $23 to $25. It has a 10,000 sales ranking books, which means it is going to fly off the shelves. I wouldn't be surprised if I have a competitive offer if it sells the day that I list it. Next, we have The Clothes and the Man. I thought this was a pretty interesting book. There were a couple of other books all about suits and dressing well for men. So obviously some guy donated a bunch of these books. This is the only profitable one I found. But I'll easily get $25 for this one. Once again, 186,000 ranked books. That'll sell very, very quickly. Now, this was the best find. So I was done scanning all the books, and I was looking at this music, and this was sitting on top of the music. So I went ahead and gave it a quick search, and this is selling for $55 used condition. pretty insane. It's in pristine condition. I could sell this for at least very good. Probably like new would be pushing it. But it has a higher sales rank once again, a 4 million sales rank in books, which means it's probably going to take a decent while to sell. But I mean, come on, $3 into $50 plus. I'll take that every single day. The next book we found was this, in the same section as I found this book, but it was with all the music. This rock and roll book, Gibson Les Paul book. So paid, obviously a hardback, so paid $2.99 for this. This is selling for around $30. I'll probably get around $35, maybe even $40, depending on how I want to price it. Once again, it has a really healthy sales rank, 418,000 in books. Should sell that fairly quickly. The next one, we're in the paperbacks now, so we've got the Declutter Challenge. Kind of a cool book. Definitely something newer. Once again, has a 10,000 sales rank in books. Pricing's a little bit lower. I say I'll probably get around 20 bucks for this. And this should sell the day it checks into the Amazon warehouse. So that's pretty cool. $2 into $20. Same day, I'll take that all day long. Interesting book. Don't really know what this is about. 3 Zen Masters. Very, very small, lightweight paperback book. I just scanned the barcode on the back. Very interesting. Looks, I don't know if it's another language or about another language, but this book has a 1.6 million sales rank in books. So it's going to take a okay amount of time to sell, but I mean $2 into $20. I'll take that all day long. Second to last item was a pretty cool, and this is probably one of the more interesting books I found, Overcoming Night Eating Syndrome. I don't know about you guys, but like I literally cannot go to bed without eating, and like I'm not really even that big of a dude. I just like eating, interesting enough. But that book's selling for pretty good. That one's going for $27 used condition, so I'll probably get anywhere from $30 to $35 FBA used condition. Once again, amazing, amazing sales rank. And the last item I found was this audiobook. Now, audiobooks are heavily slept on. People, I don't know why, if they don't scan them or if they don't think they're worth any money, but my goodness, they are worth money. This one's selling for around $33, has 800,000 sales rank in books, which is still categorized as a book, even though it's an audiobook in the form of, you know, DVDs or audio DVDs that you can listen to. Once again, obviously make sure to check all the DVDs and make sure they're all there. That way you're not buying an incomplete set or, you know, a set that has the wrong DVDs in it. So paid $2.99 for this, and that should go anywhere from 30 to 35 FBA used condition. So I'm actually inside my car to try to cut off some of the excess noise outside while I record the video. But the coolest thing that happened in there was I got a compliment from a lady about my flamingo shirt. You know, living in Texas, you know, no one's really that big of a fan of flamingos. So she was like, I love flamingos. I was like, hey, what's up? So that was pretty cool. But I'm gonna get some lunch right now, and then we're gonna hit 1 or 2 more thrift stores. I'm gonna show you what I find and what we can sell for. So let's make some more money. So ended up hitting a street taco food truck. Love food trucks, especially because I'm in the Austin area right now. It's just like part of the culture. So I got some street tacos with me right here. I think I got 3 steak tacos, 1 shrimp taco, and then 1, a fish taco. So I'm pretty excited, but y'all let me know what you guys like to eat when you're traveling and stuff. Honestly, I'm just a little bit curious. Personally, I'm a big taco guy, especially Mexican food as well. So y'all let me know what you like to eat. I'm gonna eat these tacos real quick. I'm gonna go to the next thrift store. So we just got outside the last Goodwill. We actually did really good. Picked up about 6 to 7 different items I'm gonna show you. So I did go to 1 thrift store before this last one, and we struck out. I did find a DVD player that was selling for around 150 bucks. They wanted $15 for it, but when I went to test it, for some reason I couldn't get the actual CD changer portion to like eject, and it kept flashing auto, and I just decided to pass on it. So we struck out the last thrift store, but at this one we did really well, so I'm going to show you real quick what I found. So the first thing we got a couple different books. We got a nice size book for $3.99, Castle's Palace of Europe. It's a pretty big paperback, I mean a hardcover. And this has a lowest offer of $39 used, and it has some merchant fulfilled from $23. So I'd say this is probably a $30 book, so $4 into $30. I'll take that all day long. Then we got this Martin Yan's Asian Favorite. I think this is like a cookbook. He cut me a pretty good deal, so I ended up saving $1. He only charged me $2.99. So that specific cookbook is going for around $20. That's a bit of a higher sales rank, but I'm willing to wait for it to sell. I'll probably get around 25 bucks for it. So quick $20 bill right there. Now the next book was another small hardcover that I got for $2.99. Sweet, I don't know how to pronounce that. I believe this is another semi-cooking book. So I got that for $2.99. This specific book sells for $25. Pretty good sales ranks. I'd say anywhere from 22 to 25 is what I'll most likely charge FBA wise. And the last book we got was The Astrology of Sexuality. So this was a bit weird when I checked this one out, because he was looking at the book. He's like, oh, you got some cookbooks, and then he just looks at this one, The Astrology of Sexuality. But I mean, I don't really care. I'll never see that dude again. But I mean, to me, that's a quick $15, $20 bill back in my pocket. Paid $1.99 for that book. Pretty good sales rank, so it should sell pretty quickly. Now I do have some interesting items with me right here that I want to talk about. So I've got this Kenyo VHS player. Now I actually sold a Kenyo brand, a different model number though. I sold it new condition for like $130. So these are high in demand. This one has a really good sales rank, 10 in electronics. Like this should sell almost as soon as it hits the warehouse. So the lowest price right now is $42 for Prime. So there's probably, I don't know what the other offer is, but I paid $4. So I mean, $4 and $40, you can't really go wrong, especially because I've already sold this kind of item before. I have confidence that I know it's gonna sell. And they actually had a second one, a different brand though. This one's a little bit dirtier. I'll need to, you know, probably take a cloth and try to clean it off, but I got it for $1.99, so they did it $2 cheaper. Different model number, different brand. The brand is Gemini, and this one is currently selling for around the same price point, around that $45. So I mean, $2 into $45, like, I mean, come on now, like this is just pocket change I'm pulling out and making really good margins. Now the last product we got was this Panasonic cordless phone set. So these these sell really well. They're still high in demand because I think a lot of businesses use them, or maybe older people, and they want to keep the same model. So I ended up picking this up for I think that says, what is it, $3.99, and this is going for $60 used condition on Amazon. It's got a decent sales rank in office products, so I'm willing to sit on it. But I mean, I literally paid $4 for that. So just like that, from 4 thrift stores, I think I picked up well over probably $600 to $700 worth of product, and that's a low estimate. Some of these I can probably sell for higher than I estimated. But I mean, I probably spent a total of maybe $75 to $80. That's probably a rough estimate. So I'm almost like 10xing my initial investment, just thrift shopping and reselling those products back on Amazon. And to me, reselling, it's like hunting for treasure. Like, you have no idea what you're gonna find until you actually find it. And then you get it for like a super low price point, and then it sells for like a super high price point. I don't know, it just gets my adrenaline running because I love money, I love reselling, and just buying all these products that other people think are trash, that I'm turning into treasure and profit back on Amazon. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you guys like this, you know, kind of vlog documentation type video style, please let me know in the comment section and drop a like on this video. Please smash that like button, and if I get enough likes, I'll make another vlog just like this. Anyways, thank you guys so much for the support. It means the world to me. My channel is growing at an extreme rate, and I'm extremely blessed for each and every one of you that watch me, that are subscribed to me, that like my videos. You guys mean the world to me. And yeah, hopefully I can continue to keep sharing my journey and just sharing the process. So hopefully some of you that maybe want to start their own Amazon reselling business can gain confidence, and you can gain more knowledge of how reselling on Amazon works, where you should be sourcing, what products to look for, and just how the whole reselling business works. Anyways, that is a wrap for this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see everyone in the next video.